Most guys don't actually smell good. And I don't mean you stink, but by like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the freshness is gone. Now look, it's not that you're dirty, you just don't have a system. And here's the thing, you don't need a complicated 12-step routine. I'm lazy too, and I still get people telling me I smell good. It's because I built a routine that basically runs itself. So if you want to smell good all day without trying, let me give you the laziest system that actually works. So first up, let's talk about cologne and why it fails. I'll put it to you like this. Cologne is like that fresh coat of paint on a wall. It looks good for about 10 minutes, but if the wall underneath is cracked and dirty, you're not going to fool anyone. And same with your scent. You want to look at cologne as more of a highlight, not the foundation. That's why so many guys think, man, why doesn't my $150 fragrance last? Well, it's because you're spraying on a dirty base. So to get to that good base, let's get into the lazy shower formula. So for showers, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a 45-minute spa session every morning. I mean, who really has the time for that anyway? The lazy version is way simpler. First, you want to get an exfoliating glove or a cloth. Use this twice a week, not every day. It'll get rid of all the dead skin and bacteria that hold on to odor. Truthfully, that's like the #1 hack no one really talks about. Now on regular days, you want to just stick to a body wash that smells clean and actually works. And this is really important, and it's going to sound pretty dumb when I say it, but actually dry off after the shower. Even I used to be that guy that would kind of half-ass pat dry himself and then air dry. But let me tell you why this is bad. Moisture is basically like bacteria's best friend. If you don't fully dry off, you're just setting yourself up to smell musty later in the day. Trust me, just take the extra 20 seconds. It's lazy, but it's effective. And that's gonna bring us to hair and sweat control. So let's talk about hair, and not the hair on your head. I'm talking about the hair that traps odor. Your armpits are basically like little sponges for sweat. Now look, you don't have to shave them bald. In fact, I don't even recommend that. Instead, you want to trim them down every couple of weeks. Less hair means less sweat sitting there just marinating. And this is for the guys with the beards. If you're rocking stubble or a short beard, you can't just ignore it. Food smells, drinks, smoke, it all gets trapped. So a quick trim or lineup will keep you looking and smelling fresh. And here's the best part. It's not a daily thing. You do this once a week and it's gonna keep working for you. Next, let's talk about hidden spots that guys miss. Here's the part no one actually talks about. Those hidden spots actually make you smell worse. Behind your ears, that's like oil central. The sweat plus the natural oils is a smell you don't notice, but other people do. Most guys miss behind the ears, but this one here, almost every guy misses. This is your nails. The dirt and bacteria get trapped under there, especially if you're at the gym or work with your hands. And of course, the back of your neck. This is really important, especially if you have longer hair, but even if you don't, a lot of guys miss that. So what's the lazy fix once you're in the shower? Don't rush the same 3 spots every time. Clean behind your ears, scrub your nails, and hit the back of your neck. This is gonna add maybe another 30 seconds. But trust me, these are the things people are gonna pick up on. They're not gonna know why, but they're gonna know you smell a lot cleaner. Next, let's talk about set it and forget it layering. Look, I'm telling you, if you follow this step here and ignore everything else, you'll still see a huge improvement. Scent layering is gonna be the cheat code. Think of it like a backup. If one layer fades, another one picks up the slack. Let me give you a nice little visual. Step 1 is deodorant. Step 2, lotion or body oil with a subtle clean scent. And step 3, that's gonna be your cologne. And you want to hit the pulse points, wrist, neck, and behind the ears. What this does is build a system where your scent evolves throughout the day instead of disappearing. People will smell it on you at 6 p.m. instead of just 10 a.m. And the best part is that it doesn't take any longer than like 30 seconds. That's as lazy as it gets. So next up, let's talk about quick refresh hacks. Okay, let's say you've been out all day. You've been sweating, moving around, maybe ate something a little spicy. You're gonna need a refresh. So here's the lazy way to do that. First is a travel atomizer for your cologne. This costs less than like 10 bucks. It fits in your pocket or your bag. It's 100% a lifesaver. Second is body wipes, especially if you're the type to hit the gym or work manual labor. And of course, gum or mints. This is gonna kill your bad breath instantly. To be honest, it doesn't matter how good your cologne smells. If your breath is kicking, it's a wrap. So set this system up once and it's gonna run on autopilot. People are gonna be like, damn, you smell really good. And the crazy part is, you're not even gonna be really trying. So if you've got your own lazy hacks, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one.